Look, the polling has been consistent. How bad is this going to be for Rishi Sunak and his Conservatives?
Thanks, Dan. Yes. Look, the polling, as you say, has been consistent throughout the 6-week election campaign. There's always been a 20-point gap between the current government, the Conservative Party under Rishi Sunak, and the Labour Party, the main challenger under Sir Keir Starmer. And it's difficult to replicate those nationwide because these apply mostly to England and Wales, and we have to consider Scotland separately. But the predictions range from a bad defeat to a terrible defeat for the Conservative Party. Now, sometimes the polls can get it wrong, but they have tightened up since 2015 and 2016, where there's some significant errors. And now they try and take into account some of the variables at the really low constituency level, where you can get sort of three-way contests or small local issues that affect the outcome that then spill up into the national arena. But if the polls are right, then we're looking at something very chastening for the Conservative Party, very chastening indeed.
Ben, what impact have Reform UK or even the Lib Dems had on the Conservative vote here? It's been quite disruptive, has it not?
Yeah, it certainly has. And I think both Labour and Conservative have lost votes during the campaign, have dropped polling points during the campaign. But it affects the Conservative Party much more because they're operating from a lower base. And as you say, those losses seem to have gone, again, according to the polls, both to the Liberal Democrats, a centrist party, but perhaps the most significant polling gains have been by Reform UK, which is led by Nigel Farage and looks and sounds a lot more like the kind of radical right insurgent party that we see on the continent of Europe. And of course, we've got that election taking place across the Channel in France as well. So all of these seem to have eaten into Conservative Party support more than Labour support. And that has just split the Conservative vote. And it means that they're more likely to lose seats to Labour or even to the Lib Dems, possibly even the Conservatives, than Labour are. So it's been Nigel Farage's intervention 2 weeks into the campaign has been particularly hard on the right-wing vote, and that means Conservative losses.